Hi everybody, welcome to the patch notes for the big update that's happened to the PTS on the 26th of September 2019. And this video I'm going to go through the patch notes for console update 4.3, which applies to the PTS today on Xbox and PlayStation, and then we're going to go through the what do they call it? They call it survival mastery. So the big announcement with 4.3 on the PTS, and which will then be rolled out to the main game in a few weeks' time, is cross-play. So let's go through and read this. Hello survivors, we're excited to roll out update 4.3 on the test servers. This testing phase is one of the most important times for you to jump on, as we're testing out the long-awaited cross-platform play between Xbox and PlayStation. We are beyond thrilled to unify the two console platforms into one matchmaking pool, and are looking forward to your feedback and reports. In addition, you'll be able to test out the new progression system based on survival called Survival Mastery, the new shotgun called the DBS, and of course quality of life improvements and a multitude of bug fixes. So it went live yesterday at 7 PM Pacific Daylight Time, 4 AM this morning in Europe, and it finishes on September the 30th. Or October the 1st. The PTS goes live on September today, and then the live servers go live on October the 1st, but that might change. Now, the thing I would say about the PTS is that download the update and get on it as soon as possible to see if you can get a game, because often it's very difficult to get games on the PTS because not many people really understand what it is, and I don't think they put enough emphasis in the main game of saying, look, the PTS is live, go over and try the new patch because it'll help us out. And often you just can't get games, or you end up playing in North American squads or something like that. So give it a go. It's also a pretty bad time in terms of there's the free Ghost Recon Breakpoint beta, open beta, that's live now as well, which people can play. So that's gonna eat into the number of players who can play. Then they explain about where to find the PTS. So the PTS, you just search for it in your library on PlayStation. If you search the Xbox store for PUBG test server, you can download it. If you've bought PUBG, you get the PTS for free. So here we go, patch notes, cross-platform play. Players can now be matched with players from the other console platforms with cross-platform play. Cross-party feature, which allows parties to party up with players from different platforms, is currently not supported. So unlike Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019, we can't party up yet. Cross-party feature is scheduled to be out, and details will be shared at a later date. Cross-platform play option can be turned on and off in the settings, gameplay, general settings. So another sort of warning, whenever they do an update like this, always check your settings, because things often change that shouldn't have. If a match cannot be found after a certain time with cross-platform play option off, players will be prompted if they want to switch the cross-platform play option on. Now that would be very interesting to see if this means maybe we can get some first-person PUBG going again in solos. We've got a picture of the identification logo, so you can see the little Xbox controller or the PlayStation PS icon. Players playing on the same platform will show the platform logo in front of the ID when played on cross-platform play option on. Players will be able to identify the platform of other users in loot box because you can tell if you killed PlayStation or Xbox players when spectating on user status message, etc. And there we can see the leaderboard for the season with the PlayStation and the Xbox logos. The leaderboard will be shown differently depending on the status of the cross-platform play option. Cross-platform play option on. Alright, okay, so that's pretty obvious. It'll either show you or it won't. Survivor Title System Season 4. Which is what we're doing now, isn't it? Yeah, so then we've got the new feature, Survival Mastery. But what I'll do now is, let me just skip past this, because I'm going to talk about that in those specific show notes. So there we go. So we're going to get a new weapon, the DBS shotgun. This is a double barrel pump action bullpup shotgun that can only be initially obtained from care packages. Yes, it has 2 internal magazine tubes that allow the users to load up to 14 12 gauge rounds. Thanks to those combined firing mechanics, DBS can produce massive bursts of damage in a short time span. So I guess it's bang bang reload, bang bang reload. It's like a very fast firing double barrel shotgun. upper rail of the gun allows holographic red dot or 2 times and 6 times, but the effective range is only 100 meters. So I'm not sure about this one. I might be a bit gutted if you say you make a run to a supply drop, you fight off people from around it, and you go into it expecting like an AWM or an M24 or a Groza or an AUG, something, is it AUG? Sorry, something like that, and you end up with a shotgun. Yes. I don't know whether I'd want it or not. I think that should probably be open world spawn. The current season of Survivor Past and Survival Title system will end on October the 22nd. So we know that. And they've gameplay changes, 2 in the front, 2 in the back, and we don't look back. So they've adjusted balance and damage in shotguns. Looks like they've reduced effective range to 80 meters and increased reload speed as well. Okay, so I don't use shotguns, but be good. The featured map will be changed from Erangel to Sanhok. Boo, it should be Vikendi, we all know that. And the game mode select UI has changed. In custom matches on Xbox, added the Erangel visual update option to custom matches. Erangel visual update will be called Erangel, and the previous version will be called Erangel Classic. All game modes will be playable on both Erangel variants. Here are brilliant. Vehicle auto acceleration key binding change. Vehicle auto acceleration key binding will change from double tap to hold. Oh God, what is it? So double tap on the right trigger to hold on the right trigger, plus tap on the right stick. Gosh, that's a bit complicated. Well, that's good because auto acceleration was a pain, especially on motorbikes. So it looks like it's harder to turn it on. So now it looks like vehicle auto acceleration. So to start off with, you used to double tap the right trigger and it would, in your vehicle, then accelerate automatically. To now, you hold the right trigger and you tap the R stick, so you click it in. Okay, so you'd have to hold and then click in. Right, good, excellent. Lobby navigation improvement. Main lobby screen will change to be similar to the PC. Oh, good, right. Yeah, I think the PC one looks better, doesn't it? Something new to learn. Hopefully it'll make the mode selection a little bit simpler. I mean, you won't go into the wrong modes like you do at the moment. To tap, so you tap left button or right button or L3 or R3 on the PlayStation to move around the menu tab. To move around the lower tab, oh gosh, why they like making things complicated, don't they? Yeah, I guess we'll have to look at the on-screen prompts. New items have been merged into utility. That's a good name, isn't it? I think store my items was pretty obvious. Added news and event banner, which players can find about PUBG while in the lobby. Brilliant. And what they need to put in there is when competitions are live, and it should say view, and you should click on it. You should be able to watch competitions live within the PUBG game. You used to be able to do that in Call of Duty World War 2. Settings, controller guide and restart lobby have been merged under the system menu. Okay. And in the shop we've got some new items. Whack Goods crate. I get he's probably a streamer from the Far East. Pirate Kim's crate. That'll be a streamer from the Far East. And then the Halloween items, which quite... Okay, it's going to be interesting to see how much they are. I bet they're way too expensive. Items in the list will not be available for purchase after the update. Okay, so we'll look at those when I actually go into the game. Performance made visual improvements to shadows and enhanced rendering performance. Fixed an issue where the monitor would flicker. Deployed tentative change. Footsteps. Now sound has changed a lot. Footsteps, sound volume and attenuation have been rebalanced. Footstep sounds will be more drastically reduced when players move to the outer limit of footstep audible range. Sound has been changed appropriate when getting into shallow water like puddles. Added a new song to the jukebox. Great. Different sound. I've never come across one of those yet. Different sound effects are played when landing from falling, depending on the surface and material type. So that's interesting. So when you land on snow or gravel or grass, it will sound differently. Remove the volume of straw mats being destroyed. Made improvements to the ledge grab sound effects. For more information of the sound improvement plans, please go to the following link, dev letter. I won't bother looking at that now. I do know there's been quite a lot of feedback from the PC community. They're not that happy with some of the sound changes. and various bug fixes. So that's it for the crossplay thing. So let's have a look now at survival mastery. Last year, the PUBG Mastery team was formed to create a cohesive progression system in PUBG. We heard players and fans loud and clear when they said they wanted more ways to track their gameplay improvements they make as players. This year, we released the first feature under a new progressive initiative, Weapon Mastery. And now they're doing Survival Mastery. What is Survival Mastery? Survival Mastery is a progression feature designed as a companion system to Weapon Mastery. Where Weapon Mastery is all about your proficiency in combat, Survival Mastery focuses on your story as a player. In other words, our goal with this system is to help you recognise your own abilities and reward your success after each match. You get to decide what kind of player you're going to be. Well, that's fair enough, because I don't know about you, but I'm quite a passive player. And I don't really make much progress in Weapon Mastery at all. It's very, very slow, because I probably get a maximum of 4 to 5 kills in a match. Maximum. Normally it's about 2 or 1. Where with this, I guess it's gonna reward things like looting and the time you stay alive. The survival level cap is 500. The first thing you should notice in this system is your survivor level. Surviving blue zone phases, performing key actions, and just staying alive all play a role in how much XP you'll earn towards the next level. The better you perform, the faster you'll progress. Just like Weapon Mastery, all progress related to Survivor Mastery can be found in the Mastery menu under its own tab. Yeah, I love this. Are you a conservative, a cautious, or decisive player? Oh, right, so that tells you what you're like. So because this person doesn't drop hot, they get 0% for that. Cautious, because they don't travel very far. And they're decisive, because they engage for a certain length. Oh, that could be really good fun, actually. Really good fun, because there's lots of arguments within PUBG, isn't there? How do you gauge whether someone's any good or not? And there's things about win rate, damage per game, and this sort of stuff. This gives us another way of looking at stuff. I would really like to see the skill-based leaderboard come back that we had originally on Xbox and PlayStation. I thought that was good. I enjoyed that, because that depended on win rate, well, it was final position rate and kill rate combined, and you could see how you're doing. But the new board is the new leaderboard is just all about time played in game. So in addition to displaying your level progress in this tab, you can also track your recent play style through the trait system. Are you the type to pick up every bit of loot you see? Yes. Or a bit more picky about what goes in your inventory? Traits paint a picture of how you approach 6 different aspects of PUBG, and the 3 most prominent of those traits are displayed here. Below is a more detailed breakdown of trait and style possibilities. So you've got decisive, patient, skirmisher, sniper, selective, resourceful, cautious, adventurous, conservative, hot dropper, defensive, or offensive. This looks cool. Introducing the PUBG ID. With the release of Survival Mastery, we're also excited to introduce the PUBG ID as a new way to express yourself and your achievements. All the rewards you unlock in Survival Mastery open up new options for customizing your PUBG ID. Here's a sneak peek of some of the things you can unlock in your ID. Names, emblems, poses. At launch, you'll be able to view the IDs of your teammates and the enemies you killed on the last match screen. In the future, we'll be working to add more sharing functionality and customization to the PUBG ID. We're eager to hear feedback on what types of things you'd want included on your ID. Cool. Changes to last match. We're also adding a couple of new tabs to the last match screen to help you better track your progress from match to match. First up is the new summary tab that provides high-level information about your progression and performance. If you're a fan of squads or duos, you'll also be able to track survival stats from your teammates as well. So what have we got here? So we've got squad, kills, damage, time alive, top weapon. Interesting. Also new in the last match screen is the survival timeline. With the survival timeline, we're giving you a detailed recap of all the survival actions performed in a match. Survival actions include but not limited to combat, looting and healing. Oh, this is like a server log. How cool is this? So landed, got into a car, got out of a car. Looted a care package, got an AWM, looted a military vest, looted a level 3 helmet. That's great. It's a server log, basically. That's pretty cool. You may also notice many of the survival actions in your timeline are grouped by something called engagements. Engagements in PUBG are a period of time when you experience uninterrupted combat with one or many opponents. In addition to tracking the start and end of an engagement, we've also included a summary of the damage given and received over each engagement period. At the end of the match, you'll be able to see who you killed in each engagement and who took you to the shed. It's a proverbial shed where you died. Cool. There's a lot of info to unpack in the survivor timeline beyond what we've covered here, so be sure to check it out and let us know where we can improve. What comes next? With the launch of Survival Mastery and the continued evolution of Weapon Mastery, we have the first key pieces of our overall progression features. We are still actively building the next pillar of our mastery plans to look forward to sharing more details on that roadmap soon. As always, we appreciate the partnerships our team has built with the fans and community and look forward to your feedback around our progression endeavours. The Mastery Team's mission is to celebrate your journey in PUBG by helping you build your own identity while leaving your mark on the battlegrounds. We're just getting started, so look forward to more details on new editions soon. See you on the battlegrounds, PUBG Mastery Team. That's cool. I think it's more interesting than I thought, to be honest. When I first heard about it, I think we all thought, oh, it's a skill-based leaderboard that's come back, but it's not. But I like the way that I'm now going to be able to look at the way I play, which is, as I say, more campy rather than killing, and have a way to progress through the game. And hopefully, did they talk about rewards that you get for certain levels? I guess you must do. Yeah, survival mastery rewards, you know, to earn stuff that way, because at the moment I don't really get many of those little dangly things and medals for my guns because I don't kill enough people. But there we go. So they're the patch notes for Survival Mastery and crossplay. And remember, this is just live on the PTS, which is available to download now. And as I say, do it as quick as you can, because generally not that many people play the PTS. Right, that's enough from me. Put your questions and comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, hit like. If you want to see more of the same, press subscribe. Thank you very much, and I will see you again soon.